Do you believe in the separation of church and state?
I'm not sure anymore. And I can't really give an absolute answer on that because I now feel strongly that we've made a real set of errors in the last 75 years at least, if not the last 175 years. And they're errors based on liberalism. And liberalism says we should separate church and state, but all that was great was built on everything before that, which did have church and state together. So, how do I know which broke us and which made us? How can I say?
What's Brocus and Magos?
Well, clearly we're broken in comparison to 100 years ago. And clearly we were broken we were not very powerful at some point before that, and we were made by some forces. At that time, we had church and state integrated, and that led us to greatness. Then we got the Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution, and we had greatness during that, but it sort of has ended up in a kind of mess. So secularism seems to me not to be an answer that is worked out for us.
Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ.
Yeah, that's God's word. What's the problem with it? That's God's word. Yeah, fine.
If we had the connection of church and state, should passages like that be part of it?
My personal feelings on that are kind of irrelevant. I don't really think it matters what I think. Um, my general position isn't one of a position. My position is that I want English people to have the right to choose what happens to the future of England. What they choose, I will support. They might choose something I don't like, but I don't care about that. I'll support it because the English chose it. So, what's my position on how we should do the ins and outs of this and that? I'm a carpenter, bruv. I'm just an ordinary bloke. I'm not a politician. I'm not a wonk of theory and policy theory. You know, I don't know about that stuff. I've got ideas on it, but that's just my ideas. And that don't matter. What matters is the heart and soul of our nation. What matters is what we're losing if we don't fight for it. And that isn't about the minutiae of how a government is formed and how it's performing and what rules we put in place. There's better men than me to argue all that out. We've already argued it out in our past and it worked out lovely. We just need to be doing it ourselves. We've got to let go of this idea that anyone can turn up in our country and suddenly, instantly, through magic soil, become an Englishman. They don't care about us as we care about us.